What's going on? It's Justeeni here. I've got some games from the Poly Champion Swiss tournament. This is the second round because I couldn't play in the first because I'm not going to talk about it. But yeah, this is round two. This is a Zebasi, small Conti, and the way that these work basically is you play 2 games per round, one where you host, one where you don't. They're mirror matches, and in this case, we're both playing Zebasi, and it's 2 different opponents with each game as well. So in this case, I'm playing against Force, very, very strong 1v1 player in this game. So let's just kind of get right into things. So again, just kind of normal Zebasi things. There's not going to be a lot of early interaction because this is continents. Miss my village right away, which isn't great. Miss my village again. Not ideal density, but I do go for the lighthouse so I can at least make up for it with a strong economy. Very, very slow expansion, which not great, but again, I can get construction. And I'm just hoping that my markets are at least good enough to make up for it. And I do get the population rune, which is huge though. I could go for the giant, but I'm going for this border growth. I need good markets. And good markets, I might be able to get. I get a nice, at least level 5 there. But now I see my opponent, Vorse, already on my continent on turn 7. I can at least get a giant to respond. I meet Vorse now, going for the push. And I'm just hoping I can take this city. Gets the explorer, meets me. Now I can also get this village. And I'm going to be on just 4 villages, which isn't ideal, but I am going for riding roads trade. And if I can get some nice markets, which I do have some potentially in mind, I just need to get this city first. I could get some very, very strong markets now roading straight in. Again, trying to be very, very aggressive here now. Workshop because I don't have fishing for the explorer. And yeah, going for this nice attack. Trying to bridge here to attack, but unfortunately I'm just a little bit too slow. And this will be quite the uphill battle. Now, I've got from Force. Now, we just kind of pause here. Right here. I go for trade. Once I take this city, I do have very strong market spots. I don't just have the level 5. How things are going to look is I not only have this market, but I also have this windmill here. Plus market windmill. This is one way that things could look. I don't have a market here, but I do have 2 very strong markets to make up for it. So trade is very worth it here. Like I already wanted riding roads, and trade does not cost much at the moment, but my markets are a little slow. I can get the siege going at least. And yeah, I'm not really going to be able to get a good attack there, unfortunately. And Vorse lands this giant here, which hurts so much. I had units prepared for a potential warrior landing. Even a second warrior landing here would have been fine. I would have dealt with that, but I completely forgot he could just throw a giant in. I don't really actually have good response anyway, but it especially hurts because I was not prepared for it. So I try to go for a counterattack with my giants, set up my market. Maybe I can just throw a bunch of knights across this bridge, but I need to set up my markets first. I'm very low in economy despite the fact that I just got trade. Now construction from Vorse, getting a very strong border growth to kind of restrict me. And this just isn't looking very good. I only have 2 giants to my name, and it's taking me a while to set up my markets. Now, go for the burn, fishing. Get this border growth so I can finally set up my juicy market potential. The markets that I was planning from ever since I laid eyes on this city. But of course, is in the water. Nice warrior rammer that he got from a ruin. And I finally get my level 8 market, but it is just too slow here. Another giant city wall here just to be really annoying. But despite my markets, I only have 3 cities, and I don't see myself getting this one back. So really, to make a long story short, not able to get things done. Yeah, this is just too much. I don't even have much eco. Like, we look at the opponent's side. This isn't particularly close. They have more eco, more cities, more everything. So yeah, unfortunately I lose this one, but again, there are 2 games, so I'll go ahead and cut to the next one. Alright, so this time, very strong spawn, but I don't have host advantage. And I am really hoping to put a point on the board. Because, again, I didn't play round 1, and yeah. But we've got a lot of animals, so I'm going to take advantage of that, go for the early hunting, lots of development, not construction this time. just because hunting's a lot faster here. And if I wanted to go in the water, I want a more flexible, quick start, and hunting provides that. Now, not really finding my third city very quickly, which is worrying me a little bit. A little bit of deja vu from game one, just struggling to find villages, but now I'm finding them all. I go fishing here, and the idea is with the port plus port connection or lighthouse or whatever, I can get a pretty fast giant, so I do go port connection here, opt for an explorer in case I'm close, and I am able to get those meeting stars, meeting the opponent, and even grabbing another lighthouse, which is going to give me a huge discount on my first giant. But I can kind of see they're in the water too, grabbing another village, so we both kind of have a similar idea because we've got these coastal capitals, but my port access is looking a little shaky versus theirs, which is pretty much guaranteed. I go sailing, hoping to maybe grab some starfish, make something work there, going for some more upgrades, but I'm really just hoping things don't go too wrong here. Again, my port access is lacking, and the rammer goes in, and this is not what I want to see at all. I see a ruin at least, which I do want to see. But now I try to maybe go for an aggressive counterattack, because it's honestly not looking too good. Go for population. I can at least get a giant here to hold on to things if they want to be aggressive here, and they do decide to be aggressive, sacrificing the rammer, landing the giant straight in, and this is scary. But I go sailing, try to counterattack a little bit. I back my giant away. If they want to siege, they do actually just take my city outright, but I'm hoping I can just re-siege and maybe they can't get it back. I mean, all these forests are covered and they need to like double monument. So unless they have like construction and a ton of stars, I'm hoping I just get the re-siege, but then they don't siege. Unexpectedly, they just kind of, they go for the warrior siege instead, and this is a huge mistake. Now I can actually keep the city. I even get the other lighthouse down here, plus population ruin. And with this hit here, I can just kind of trade giants here. And I was forced into writing so I could get the city back. But writing will actually prove to be useful anyway. Lots of rammers though, this is still not easy. My port access is very shaky, as in it really sucks. But I do get an explorer ruin, and if I can just, I don't get the lighthouse. I really wanted it. If I could have gotten it, that would have been Eye of God. It would have been huge. But these riders are very nice, kind of punishing this over-aggression here. Like, in this case, the aggression does make sense. You want to restrict my port access, but it's not so easy. Now getting some more upgrades, making some warriors, more pew-pews, lots of rammers, and this juggernaut goes down. I have another one though, and they don't. I am down a city, keep in mind, but my economy is actually looking pretty good to make up for it. Getting another nice and high level city, 27 star per turn. The opponent not doing quite as well. Now I go for strategy, getting some defenders, just trying to play the long game here because this will be a very long naval battle. I can just sense it. But they're parking very close to the shore, and because I have those riders from earlier, which I needed so that I could take that city back potentially, which didn't even happen, the riders are being very good on defense. Anytime they park something too close to try and deny port access, I can just take advantage. Trying to deny port access there, I've got the riders. Another rammer close, I can smack it. Now ramming myself, take that out. Veteran rider, getting tons of value. Splash plus a warrior hits. Tons of value. Now a quadism, really getting things set up, taking advantage of my superior economy combined with all these really good trades. More aggression here, but it's just dumping stars away that you really need. Like you need like construction or roads for your Grand Bazaar. Would have wanted this giant like forever ago. But now another veteran rider, placing this one in to become a rammer this time. And this 6 HP giant, very close to death, but not quite dead yet. And this giant that I had all this time ago when we were supposed to be trading giants, is actually still alive and healing this entire time. And I still have that super unit advantage in the water. They're really trying to attack me here, but they don't have a quadism. They don't have strategy. They attack here again, wasting so many stars. I'm just picking up all of these good trades here. Now, construction, I do this little burn forest play. I wanted construction anyway because of this beautiful spot, and I wanted to burn this forest because I want a giant here. And again, just basically, I'm taking advantage of my superior economy. I have so little port space, so I can't actually spam very many units. I mean, I guess I could, like, if I port, like, the capital, and then spam defenders from there, but, like, I'd rather get some more giants first, at least. Now, again, they're trying to trade, but it's just not working out very well. And now, again, continuing to... Now I'm actually kind of denying their ports. They still have the ports up top, but not much else. Another giant here. 31 star per turn with just 5 cities again. They've been up a city this entire time, but the long game, having the superior value, the superior economy. I mean, if these naval battles, city count actually doesn't matter very much. Economy is the big decider because your naval units are very expensive, but now training a rider here being a fatal mistake, now getting the siege, now getting another siege. And I can get even more pressure. This isn't even, like, breakable. Now navigation, so I can get Starfish and a potential bomber down the line if they use a giant on siege. They resign on the spot, so I am able to get at least one win here. Maybe in the future rounds I can get some more wins. I don't really plan on winning this tournament, but I'm mostly just here for fun. But, yeah, I managed to get a pretty nice game here at least. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.